Hello everyone, Nerds Archive here, and it's finally back. My Rubbertoe Replicas sonic screwdriver has finally made its way back to me. Oh man, I've missed this. There she is. Come a long way since the first videos. Turn that off. There we have it. I was experiencing some technical difficulties with it, and I was messaging Nick asking his advice on how to look after it. I had a few issues with the circuit on the inside, and while talking to him, he said that there was some things about it that shouldn't be right. So I sent it down to him for maintenance checks and stuff. When we're talking. So he's had this now for about a fortnight. When sending something to it to be repaired, what I'm going to say to you now is don't pester him. He's not asked me to say that. He hasn't made it obvious that he's found me annoying, but you have to take into account that he's building the props for his shop. He's also building the props for the show. And when you're sending something down to him to be repaired, it is on his to-do list, but as I say, that's a lot of stuff to do. So even though I do probably sometimes fail, like I tell myself, I won't message him today, because he's got a lot on. I sometimes send a message at the end of the day going, "Hi Nick, what's going on?" So he got round to taking care of this Sonic for me within a fortnight, and it's come back as a completely different Sonic. I feel like I've had it all brand new all over again. A lot of you guys who have been messaging me asking about your Sonic, do I get tracking info, what was it like? Yeah, just for that extra bit of reassurance. I feel like I've got my Sonic with all of you all over again, so that's awesome. I love all of your photos, by the way, on the Instagram account, and some of your videos as well. It's so fun to watch. So I don't know if you remember in my first video, it sounded a bit crackly, and now Nick has just completely sorted that out. You remember in the first video it sounded a bit crackly, that sounded. Not now. And then of course the So yep, the sound from the character options toys. And it is just absolutely superb. He gave it a nice polish for me, took it apart, sorted it all out, basic maintenance checks. Something else, I did also notice I had a crack appear, and from talking to Nick, he was telling me that the resin, I'll turn this off, that the battery is housed in is quite thin. It's thinner than eggshell, and he's now going to be using a different, more stronger kind of resin, which is why mine is now blue. I'm not going to test how strong it was. I asked him why the crack had started to appear, and he said it could have been from over tightness of the cap. So, bear in mind guys, it's not a toy. You shouldn't be taking it out of the house to throw about. So really you just need to take it to the point of where the circuit can connect, make it so it's nice, so it's not really weak but nice and tense like that. So it's definitely not gonna, it's nicely, it's like I say, it's got to the point where there's a bit of resistance. I like to match it all up so everything's all aligned, and that's spot on. So he said sometimes from over tightening can cause them to crack. He's now using a tougher resin. If you've got the old resin, please don't worry at all. It's just one of those things that can happen. With this now, I've also noticed the battery, it doesn't require to go further in. So if you get a Sonic now with this blue resin here, it's supposedly more tougher, and the battery doesn't go in as much. So we'll just get that to the point where I said, the point where it all connects, and then we'll just get a bit of sturdiness going. That's it. It doesn't break from flicking. It's just one of them where everything here has been created to withstand those powerful flicks, which is very much more advanced from the first editions. And now it's trial and error with the workings of the inside here, the housing of all the power and the wires. But the thing with Rubbertoe Replicas is that they're always advancing. When you consider how Nick originally made this prop and to what it is now, he's not the kind of guy where that's it. This is the end result. You get the impression that with Nick, there's always more to learn, there's always more to do, there's always room for improvement, and it just once again makes me very proud to buy from him. I've got no issues. I don't feel the need to be very delicate with it. I mean, be very careful with it, but at the same time, it's not the toy. This is a prop replica. It's strong enough to flick. It's strong everywhere, but accidents can happen. Nick was more than happy to take it off my hands and have a look. Did a complete maintenance check, sorted it all out for me. If you also remember as well, I'm going to talk about this, my magnet, if you want to go back to my earlier videos, came out, and I said to Nick I was having trouble with the magnet. So even though that wasn't the original thing I sent it in for, he sorted it out for me. He even said that he accidentally caught the button, so he replaced the button. So also, if you want to go back and have a look, I did not have a lot of swirls, but now I've got a lovely swirl in there. Got a lovely swirl in there now, so thank you for that, Nick, really appreciate it. Please don't message him saying, hey Nick, can I get a better swirl? That's not the point. That is not the point of what happened. That was just him doing me an awesome favour. But I'm sure he would be decent about it if you sent it down there and asked him nicely. But yeah, so be aware that any repairs that are your fault, any damage that you've happened to this thing through carelessness, through whatever, any damage like that, you will be charged. However, because it was a technical issue where Nick said, oh, that's my bad, that shouldn't be the case. Nick sorted this out for me for nothing. So Nick, as I say, I'm aware that you're making props for the show, you're making props for your shop. The fact that even though you've got all that stuff to do and you still took the time to fix this one up for me, I really appreciate it. I'm so chuffed that should anything, fingers crossed, and I don't think it will because of how this thing is built, should anything go wrong with it, touch wood, that you're on hand to sort it out, to still help the customers that are now previous customers. You're an absolute legend. To all of you Rubbertoe Replicas, anyone who had anything to do with it, I just lost for words. You're all incredible, and it's just another piece from a fandom that I absolutely adore. That makes me very proud to own it, and I really appreciate the nice polish you did as well. That's a better job than I can do of polishing it. It's never looked so beautiful. So thank you, Nick. There it is, that nice powerful flick. I don't think there's anything this Sonic could do that would make me fall out of love with it. And I can't wait to receive my next Sonic, which I've ordered. And even then, I will probably just, from now on, it's Rubbertoe Replicas or nothing from me. So thank you once again, Nick. Really appreciate it. If you want to get your hands on one of these Sonics, you need to go to the Rubbertoe Replicas store online, see what they've got in stock. If it says it's out of stock, I've seen items on there go out of stock for about 2 or 3 weeks and come back. So if there's a specific Sonic you want and it's not there, just keep having a look at the website, keep checking it out, because you never know. I had some people say to me that they really wanted this Sonic here from watching my videos, but they were out of stock. So they bought the CT and then it made them gutted because a week later these were available again. So I just think Rubbertoe Replicas is awesome. Thank you again. everyone, Rubbertoe Replicas is the place to go for your Sonic. I hope you're all well. I hope that all your friends and all your loved ones are fighting fit, and hopefully this whole thing will end soon. I just love this Sonic. Just love this Sonic. And it's these kind of things that just make it all worth it. So thank you once again, everyone. You can also follow me on Instagram. It's exactly the same, the Nerds Archive 96. I'll hopefully see you on there. If you want to talk to me or about anything, Doctor Who, any of the other fandoms, please go ahead. I will talk to anyone. Nick, just once again, you've proven yourself to be a legend. This Sonic, just even now, it just keeps on bringing me lost for words. So thank you once again. Everyone, take care, stay tuned for the next one, stay safe, stay awesome. I'll see you all very soon.